Folks, hello and welcome to the Tavern Chat podcast. I am your host, Eric Tenkar, your bartender in the OSR. And if you watched yesterday's live stream from Gamers Health, you saw me dye my hair blue. Now, I don't know if you noticed this, but it's like blue highlights now, or just steel gray. I had to wash my hair because it was wherever I put my head against it was leaving remains. But um, yeah, there's still an effect to it. So yeah, I guess washing your hair doesn't really wash it all out. Go figure. So earlier today, I had a conversation, uh, basically a phone call with George DeRosa. I hope I'm getting that name right. I feel like an ass if I got it wrong. But George is the vice president over at Emperor's Choice Games and Miniatures Corp. In addition to putting out miniatures, which they produce themselves, they don't farm it out. They own the rights, trademark, and copyright to Arduin. Now, um, Arduin's one of those like it's the alternative D&D in a lot of ways. It is D&D turned up to not even just 11, probably to 12, but it is definitely something that I should do more farming from. I didn't even have a copy of it until, I don't know, 5 or 6 years ago. Bought the trilogy of the first three books on eBay. And Emperor's Choice has been, I don't know, I guess effectively hibernating for the last couple of years, but they are rebooting, and they are going to be shipping product, and they are going to be producing new product. The conversation I had with George was not just informative, but exciting. So there's a lot of stuff that I know I'm gonna be that dick. There's a lot of stuff I can't talk about. Um, a few highlights. They got big plans for 2022. Um, George will likely be appearing in January on Talking Crit one Wednesday night with Bed Mike and myself. And you'll get to ask him questions in the live chat. So I'm sure there'll be a lot of questions about Arduin. What I am most excited about and is that there is in the possession of Emperor's Choice, there is unpublished work by Dave. Dave R. Hargrave produced or wrote apparently a veritable shit ton of material, but the vast majority of it never got published. And I'm sure it needs to get cleaned up. It needs to probably get that finalizing touch. But there's a lot of material for Emperor's Choice to start putting stuff out because there's something that about Arduin that people talk about. I mean, I think Dave passed what in the '80s. I know there's if I go to home here, uh, yeah, he passed in 1988. So he passed, I guess, what 33 years ago, pretty much. But he's left behind an unpublished legacy, which I would expect we're gonna start seeing bits and pieces of coming next year. Dave is a lot like uh, Gary and Dave Arneson in that there is a definite old school following to his work. Um, so I'm looking forward to seeing what they bring out next year. But George and I talked for literally about an actually could be over an hour. It went into my football watching. Um, so now that they're shipping, and now that they're having new things printed out, they don't print in China, so supply supply chain issues aren't going to necessarily affect them as much as it might others. Um, they print in the U.S. I believe they source their material for the miniatures that they produce themselves uh, in the U.S. So if you went to empcho.com, that would be Emperor's Choice. That's their live website. Um, you can go there. You can put your orders in now. This isn't Amazon. All right. I hate the listen. I am somebody who is spoiled by Amazon uh, greatly, and I will freely admit to that. You're not you're not going to get shipped to same week, maybe not even same month. You should probably get it by the end of the year. They got a lot of catching up to do. They have orders that were placed prior to the waking of the sleeping giant, and I guess if you placed orders in the past that haven't been fulfilled and you weren't charged for, expect to get communication saying, "Are you still interested?" Um, I am excited because this is a living piece of history, and to find out that there is unpublished work by Dave that is waiting to be brought to us. Uh, Dungeons, magic items, I guess essays. Um, I am excited because listen, my major was history, but my passion was gaming. So this is actually getting to see more of the history of gaming stuff that never came out in the 80s and watch it come out in the 2020s. That's going to be something pretty special. So I'm looking forward to that. I will update when I have updates. Um, I will say, having talked to George, I would say that um, him and his partner are all in. Uh, they are already thinking long term, and despite my spitballing and thoughts on the matter, they are a completely independent company. Nobody has teeth in them, and they are their attitude is kind of like mine. You know, gaming is for gaming. So I'm going to put the link to the Emperor's Choice games and miniatures into the description of this post. You can go there. Like I said, place an order. If you don't own a copy of Arduin, I would go for the classic. I'm nothing against Arduin Eternal or Arduin, later editions. Um, I am drawn to the original work. So, heck, I might get order a copy of Arduin One just so I don't have to take out my eBay copies, which I guess are collectibles, and have to refer to them more than necessary. I don't want to damage them. So, again, I'll put the link in the show notes, folks. As always, all right. We are in the world of the pandemic. Apparently, it seems like it never ends. Um, all I ask, use your common sense. I happen to be vaccinated times three, but that's because I have comorbidities times four or something like that. So you have to make decisions. You have to make choices that keep yourself, and by extension, those you love, your family, your friends, healthy and safe. Be safe, be well. God bless each and every one of you. Roll those dice, roll them well, and I will be back again tomorrow, God willing. And I'm thinking oh my God, when I re-dye my gray again, this is like blue highlights that are going on here. I'm thinking otherwise. I think Thursday will be the day we walk the dog at Forest Park. I'll lock that down more later. All right, folks. On that note, I am out of here. Be good.